welcome back to The Dresser. I am Nathalie Michelle. If you're new to my channel, welcome, stick around. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you want to check out my other ones. So be sure to check out my other videos and to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. So, with that said, today's topic is slopers. Now this is going to be a relatively short video because I realized that I haven't done a video on slopers, and I was trying to link videos to my other videos that I posted last week, and I was like, why don't I have a video just explaining what a sloper is? So that's what this video is. It's just a short explanation about what a sloper is, how you can use it, and all the great things that can come from creating and or having your own slopers. So let's get right to it. All right, where are my other slopers? I found them, they were on the chair. All right, so here are some, actually these aren't slopers, these are patterns. So here are some slopers. Now these are just for the front. I don't have my back ones and I don't know where they are. So we're just going to be focusing on the front ones. Alright, oh, and if you don't know what these are pattern hooks and they are fabulous. I will put a link down below for you to get some because they are absolutely wonderful to have around. But, ta-da, this is a sloper. So, a sloper is really the basic measurements on a body. And that could be any size body. It could be my size body, it could be your size body, it could be your neighbor's size body. It's just showing you the very, very basic fitted measurements on your body. So this is, of course, a quarter of the actual pattern. So if I were to put another one right here, this would be the front. And then the same with the back. So really what you're doing is you are dividing your measurements in 4, and that is how you get this. And all of these slopers will always have some sort of dart. This one has a waist size dart. I have ones with French darts, I have one with shoulder darts, I have one with just a basic dart that runs straight down. You can have whatever dart you want in these. Now you may be wondering, how are these useful? Well, if you know that you have the basic measurements of the body, you can easily transform this into a pattern. Case in point, my lovely dress I have here that I've been working on was made using said sloper. Now the sloper I did use for this dress was a complete body sloper. It went from the shoulders all the way down to wherever my hemline is on that sloper. And that's what I used to create this dress. Now for this dress, my Valentine's dress, I'll put a picture of me in it right here. But this dress I used making a sloper, or I made using a sloper. Now, of course, using a sloper for just tops, you can use that as well. A lot of times slopers are used to make bustiers, which are like those those really cute trendy corsets going around, tops that are going around right now. So a lot of times you can create all those by using these. And I will show you what I mean right now. Just a fun, quick little tutorial on how you can transform a sloper like this into a cute little top. The first thing you're going to want to do is trace down the sloper on another piece of paper and then draw your bust level. If you are using a dart like mine, your bust level will be right at the center of the dart. Sometimes it's just a little bit higher because a lot of the times these darts are drawn about a quarter or an inch, half an inch shorter than where your apex on your bust is. Now we're going to be turning this into a princess seam, so you're going to want to draw a line from that same point all the way up through the center of your shoulder. It doesn't have to be exactly exact, but you do want it to be as in the center as you possibly can. Now we're going to be opening up that dart that we just created, so you're going to cut down that line you made because we want 2 darts in the bodice. Now don't cut all the way through because as you can see here, I already cut through the center of the dart on the other side, and you will be doing so as well. And you're going to want to tape that shut so you have 2 opening darts on your basic block. Once you get that all centered, you can tape it down and we can start drawing out the bustier. Alright, so I'm going to struggle opening up my pin for a second, but once I get that finally opened up, we're going to start drawing our bustier. I'm doing a classic sweetheart, so I'm just going to come up and dip in the center, and then come back around and dip back down where the armpit is. Now you can do this higher, but it is always better to do it just a little bit lower. You don't want it too low, of course, but you don't want it right up against your armpit because that won't be very comfortable. Now I do recommend using a rounded ruler or a French curve to do this, but I looked for probably about 20 minutes and couldn't find mine. So I'm freehanding it and I'm just rounding out that corner that you see because you don't want it to be pointed right where your top of your boob is. That would be weird. And then you can go ahead and cut it out. Once you get it cut out, you do want to make sure you label all your pattern pieces and put on any in particular things, like you want to cut the middle of this on the fold of your fabric, maybe add seam allowance, or because this is just a block right now, so I'd have to add seam allowance, number your patterns. I forgot to put the grain lines in, and I know my teachers are probably cringing somewhere, but you want to make sure that you mark up your patterns accordingly, and once you have that done, go ahead and sew it together. And ta-da! A quick, easy, simple bustier. Now again, there are obviously some minor adjustments I could make right in here, and I accidentally sewed this on the wrong direction. However, it is just for an example, and I wanted to choose a very basic, simple example to show you guys. But that is what you can do with, or one of the many, many ways you can use a sloper. Now, the other thing is, slopers are also called basic blocks. I didn't realize they were called slopers until I came here. I always heard them called basic blocks, but either or, it just depends on the crowd you run in. But they are also called basic blocks. Alright, and there you go. That is what the basic block, or the sloper as I have been calling it, is for and what it is. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys check out my other videos. I hope you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. And I will see you guys all next time at the dresser. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you again.